too, because people like what they said. They want to also know about you.
Gotcha.
So, 20 seconds.
We don't want to be the biggest one. We want to be known as the firm that cares. Fair and fair. Tampa.
All right. Here we go.
Following program is sponsored and doesn't necessarily reflect the opinions of 102.5 The Bone. Enjoy.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to The Moment of Truth with your girl, Ruth. I'm here live in the studio with my friend, Isaiah. We are going to bring you guys a great show. We're excited for today. Happy Sunday to everybody. We're going to talk about the Lightning and their early exit in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Last night, losing to overtime to the Maple Leafs, who are going on to the second round for the first time since 2004. Congratulations to Toronto. We also got to talk about the NFL draft, because that took place in the last 3 days in Kansas City, and the Bucs made a lot of defensive picks, and we're going to break that down today. We had a moment to speak to Kalaje Cansey, who went 19th overall to the Bucs. We had a moment to speak with him and his first time here in Tampa, so we're excited to dissect that. Now, the NBA playoffs are really, really heating up. It's getting real fiery out there. We gotta address the Giannis Antetokounmpo comments after the Game 5 loss to the Miami Heat. Now, number 1 seed losing to the number 8 seed, would you consider that a failure? I think so, but let's dive deeper into that later. Welcome back to The Moment of Truth.
When do you want to play the loss?
Huh?
What do you want to play the Leaf loss?
We'll start that now before I even talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Get him, dog. What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me today. We're going to have a good show. I'm excited.
Yeah, maybe talk about your birthday a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about my birthday.
Crazy it got. Woo.
Just check out her podcast.
$45.
Good morning. All right, we'll start with the Cooper. And we are, I forgot about the audio.
Myself.
I forgot about the audio.
You got 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then we got Cooper, no words.
Bulls Nation, I want to see those comments. Tell me about last night's game. What happened? What happened, people? Let's discuss it.
45. I'll put your mic on live around 25 seconds. And you're really, you got some energy today.
Huh?
You got some energy today.
Yeah, let's
I
do
was
it.
like, geez, I'm on my 5th cup of coffee, and you're just
You've been
woo!
up since like 3.
Almost. 20 seconds. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Let's talk
5.
some
Hot
Lightning.
mic.
So that was head coach John Cooper for the Tampa Bay Lightning addressing the loss last night and addressing the series, what the up and down series that they had against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who were looking to get their first playoff win, series win since 2004. They broke the curse. Congratulations to Toronto. If you guys saw the videos of downtown Toronto, it was explosive. There's like millions of people in the streets just going ham, like having, it didn't really look like a Philadelphia Eagles situation where when they win, they destroy the city. It was more like they were actually enjoying each other's company. But
Well, that's good.
yeah, it's always a good thing
But
that you're not.
2004. You must have been in what,
2004.
middle school?
How old was I? I was born in 93, so I was
you were-
I
you
was
were
in
middle
middle school.
school.
I was in middle
Whoa.
school. So yeah, it's been some time for Toronto,
Just a
and
bit.
last night was their time. So it was unfortunate that it had to happen during the series with the Tampa Bay Lightning, who were hoping to get to their 4th Stanley Cup appearance, but that got shut down in the first round. So yikes, man, there's just so much to uncover about that game. But I want to let's start with the beginning of the series between Toronto. So the Lightning go to Toronto and they win 7-2, which was amazing. I'm sorry, correction. It was 7-3 in game 1. Then they came in game 2. The Maple Leafs decided to turn things around, and they ended up scoring 7 goals. So 7-2 in game 2. Then they go back to the Amalie Arena for game 3, and they went in overtime 4-3. Didn't even need to go into overtime. Isaiah, I was sitting in that press box so upset that they let go of such a strong lead. They were leading 4-1 at the start of the 3rd period.
But you know what? There's been a pattern with all these
Right.
OT, you know?
What's up with
Especially
that?
with the games. Why do we have to go to OT for this stuff?
Exactly.
We should have had it in the bag.
Yes, should have had it in the bag, but they lose in overtime to Toronto. Then we go to game 4. Similar fashion. Overtime loss for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Bolts Nation, tell me what you think about that, because I was just in complete shock. Now you're talking about a team that has a lot of veteran experience. You're talking about a team who has gone to 3 Stanley Cup appearances 3 years in a row and won 2 back-to-back. So yes, they had injuries, but that's just the name of the game. They were missing Eric Cernak, who unfortunately did not make it back to the lineup before the Lightning lost the series. They also had Mikey Eyssimont, who was out too, and he's been, I think, a pivotal part in their season when he joined. And he's been amazing, very aggressive, fast playing, isn't afraid to throw the fist. Now, the fights, Isaiah, that we saw during this series was so intense. Like, don't you love hockey? I love hockey because of that, because they allow these players to really express themselves.
Yes.
And it could be a little bit of a violent game. So let them throw the fist if they want.
Definitely. But what I missed back in the 80s and 90s of hockey is that there used to be a heck of a lot more fights. There's not as much.
Oh, was it more intense back then?
It was more intense.
Yeah?
To me, it felt like hockey mixed in with some wrestling because
With some wrestling.
with how often the fights were. So it's not as often as we see those fights, but like what you said, there were quite a few.
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning they're known for their aggressiveness, and unfortunately they've hit the penalty box quite a few times because of Pat Maroon and Corey Perry, and we saw it in that game. I believe it was game 4 when Braden Point went into the wall and was crushed by Morgan, and you see Nikita Kucherov come and have his back. You see Steven Stamkos start throwing fists. We even saw Darren Radish getting down in the pits as well. And he, O'Reilly still had a black eye at the press conference from that Game 4 fight with Darren Radish. And yes, I was nosy. And after the press conference for the Tampa Bay Lightning, including John Cooper, we also went to the locker room to speak to Steven Stamkos, who had a lot of positive things to say, but he was just like, we should have won that. We played better than how they played the Maple Leafs in the series of round 1 last season. So that was interesting for him to say that they did better. This is what Cooper had to say about whether or not the Tampa Bay Lightning deserved to win that series.
Mic's off. So how many minutes would you like left?
On this segment?
Yep.
We can cut it off at 11:15.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could do that. Oh. 45 seconds. Going to be 5 minutes left, 30 seconds. You know what? By that time, we're going to need 4 minutes. Right. Got 4 minutes left on this segment.
Okay.
We're going in 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hot mic.
Yeah, it really does suck that it had to be against the Tampa Bay Lightning for them to break that curse. But the Toronto, they came to play. They did not give up in the third period. They had a lot of come from behind wins during this series. So very proud of what they accomplished in that first round against such a dominant team in the NHL in the Tampa Bay Lightning, who went to 3 Stanley Cups in a row and won 2 back-to-back in 2020 and 2021. So I mean, how is Bolts Nation feeling right now? It's probably like a little bit of a bad hangover for the Lightning fans right now. Wouldn't you say, Isaiah?
Yeah, but the thing is, at least we made it as far as we have.
Yeah.
And look how great the Tampa Bay Lightning has been the past few years. We've been
Right.
absolutely amazing.
But we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled by that. But we've been spoiled by the success. So I think that's what's so hard for this team right now. They were just all a loss of words. They were just like, we don't understand this feeling because we've never been here before. So it's the tables have turned, and it was not a great feeling. Steven Stamkos, the captain, addressed the media after the game and was just like, I don't even know how to feel right now. This is beyond us. None of us expected us to be here with all the veteran experience. We were really hoping to be able to put Toronto away, but Toronto came to play. I have to say, some of their players in Austin Matthews and Nylander, Brody, they were just phenomenal. John Tavares, who scored in that overtime to get them the win. Outstanding players. Ryan O'Reilly. They have Morgan Riley as well, who was the player that was addressing the media after the game yesterday, and him speaking about how much it meant for that team to be able to come into that building and take over on 3 overtimes. They couldn't win at home. That was the problem for the Lightning in this series. And that, I mean, you have home field, home ice advantage. So you have your backups, you have your audience, you have the arena going insane, everybody cheering for you. So they just, man, as soon as I knew that the game was going into overtime, I started getting a little nervous.
But you know what?
Each and every time, because I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again.
It's almost like deja vu.
Right.
However, there's always next season. I mean,
No, see, we don't want to hear that. It's too soon, Isaiah. It's too soon.
No, I mean, like we but look how strong the team was. We can make it even stronger.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I was really impressed with Brandon Hagel, Anthony Cirelli, and Alex Killorn. That line did outstanding. That middle line for them was just elite. And I loved to see how impactful Alex Killorn was during this series as well. And it breaks my heart to say that he's possibly going to be hitting free agency after this season. We have quite a few players that are kind of question marks right now. We have Ian Cole, Alex Killorn, Mikey Acemont, Brian Elliott, Corey Perry, Belmar, and Ross Colton are some of the names mentioned in free agency. Now, John Cooper addressed Alex Killorn and his understanding that Alex can shop the market. I mean, he's at 33, or I believe he's 33 or 36. He's getting up there in age. So, I mean, he has he has the accolades to shop around the market and see where he could end up. He actually is 33 years old at 6'1" and 194 pounds, but he's just been so vital for that front line and Alex Killorn. So it would be hard. But I mean, this is what happens. This is what happens at the end of the season. A lot of rosters get mixed up, free agency, trades, the draft. A lot is going to happen within these next 5 months before we get back to the season in October. And it's a sad day for Bolts Nation.
It is.
I'm sorry, guys.
Talking
I'm
about
sorry.
moving up on age, someone had a birthday.
Yeah. Next segment, when we get back from break, we're going to address the NFL draft and all the moves defensively that we saw from the Buccaneers. We had a chance to speak to the number one draft pick, number 19th overall, and Kalaje Kensi. I have some great insight from that media. And then, let's talk about my birthday, because your girl is 30. Don't move the dial, right here on The Moment of Truth. He's been so good.
I just want to leave it up like this.
So
I just want to leave it up like this.
I know, I'm just jamming. You are so beautiful. Such a good song.
It is. I agree. All right, so next two segments are going to be 13 minutes each.
13 minutes. All right,
Yep.
cool.
Unless if you want to vary it, maybe what do you think that's got more news, Bucks or NBA?
I feel like I can get through draft conversation pretty quickly. Let's kind of settle in on NBA for a little bit longer.
10 minutes
we'll do 10 minutes on Bucks.
Add it to the NBA.
Yeah.
And
let's talk some NBA.
Yeah, if it gets a little lost, we can talk about a little bit about you, because that's what people want to know.
You guys want to know? Guys want to know?
So 10 minutes. We got some time. Do you want to go straight into
for Jason
Light, right?
Let's go straight into Todd Bowles. We'll do the Todd Bowles first.
Oh, sorry, Todd Bowles, and then Jason, and then
Jason.
Got it. You got it.
You are so beautiful.
There it is. That's 24-second segment, so
okay.
We're good.
The time to get scanned is when you're feeling good and there might not be anything wrong with you.
After the show, if you want to hang, you're more than welcome to. I'm not doing nothing except NASCAR.
NASCAR.
4 hours of nothing but zoom.
You're hilarious.
I'm like, people like to listen to zoom on the radio for 4 hours? I'm sorry.
A lot of zooming.
That's about it.
Others with colon, rectal, liver, aneurysm, bone, gallbladder, pancreas, and more. Proud Body Scan offers a full
there we go.
couple for only $149. That's total.
Did you get your website up?
And it's regular.
Did you get your website up?
Not yet. Launching
remember,
soon.
you got to bring out social medias.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put that on our list.
Okay.
Necessary 2.5 the bone.
Enjoy.
You're listening to the 5 the Bone.
Yeah, so we're gonna come in with the Todd Bowles voiceover.
Yep. I'm gonna do a little bit of your music, and then that, and then you,
and then me.
Yep.
Yeah.
To get everyone all pumped up. So Truth Media. Got to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it pop. I want to see it explode. Be like Al Keck. And
Yes, that's what the summer is going to be
have the money
dedicated
just
to.
Swimming to you.
Making that money.
Everybody needs to make that money. You got 2 minutes. So. But I did kind of change a few things up to shorten it up.
Okay.
So what's your live stream doing? What are they up to today? Besides listening to the moment of truth.
Yeah, talk about it. What up, Truth? Ruth, you're the boss.
Yeah,
What
you
up,
are.
Truth? Looney had a good run.
See, there you go.
You guys are so awesome.
90.
So awesome. You are so beautiful.
Let me change this up real quick. Oh. That's just queuing up the songs.
What if they could? An Amscot installment cash advance from $100 to $1,000 could mean more money and more time to pay it back. Amscot, some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
1 minute.
High blood pressure and anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male,
Bucks News.
you
Let's
may
see.
have type 2 diabetes. $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-200-1966.
Servassier.
Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes or overweight or have high blood pressure.
Trey
Term
Palmer.
Provider is for thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life
30.
insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. We will make sure the scales are in your favor. Call 800-200-1966.
Oh, where's that coming from? PRN.
Put you into a term life policy that you can
PRN,
afford.
where are ya?
Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-200-1966. 800.
That's PRN. Here we go.
All right, we're back. Second segment. Let's go. Talk some NFL draft.
We got a guy that we had targeted that we wanted to fill that far.
20 seconds.
We think we got a very good football player. We're not comparing him to anybody.
15.
It makes us quicker up front. It makes us very versatile.
And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hot mic.
That is head coach Todd Bowles for the Tampa Bay Lightning addressing their first round draft pick in Kalaje Kensi, which is such a great name. Kalaje? I haven't heard
Very
that one. Have you
interesting.
heard that one yet?
No.
I thought
Very
that was
unique.
spectacular. I loved it. So he was picked number 19th overall in the first round by the Tampa Bay Bucks. He's a defense tackle from Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Panthers, and is said to be undersized at 6'1", 281 pounds. I mean, he didn't look undersized to me, and I saw him in person. So he ran a 4.76 on the 40-yard dash at the combine and has accumulated a lot of buzz of some comparisons of Aaron Donald. Now, guys, it's a little premature. He's transitioning from collegiate to professional. We got to let him do his own identity. And he was addressed. Somebody asked him about that at the media availability this week when he made it to Advent Health Training Facility for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And he said, hey, I'm trying to make my own truth, basically. So that was his moment of truth right there, addressing the media. So really excited of Collage and what he's going to bring to that interior line on the defensive side of the ball. Really excited. He has quick speed. He's at 6'1", 281 pounds, big guy. And running a 4.6 is pretty impressive for his size. So I'm excited to see how he is going to fit with Logan Hall and Devin White and other great players that we have. Levante David is returning back to the Bucs as well. So it's going to be awesome to see him learn from these older veterans that have been around the game for a long time. So their second draft pick was Ryan Jensen's little brother, I think, anyways. They look so much alike. It's like if Ryan Jensen and Co Keefe were mixed together and had a child. That's exactly what Jason Light, the general manager, stated. He went in the second round, and Cody is awesome. He went 48th overall from a smaller school, which North Dakota State, which is something that is kind of was trending with the Tampa Bay Bucs and their draft selections this season. This is what Cody had to, or this is what Jason Light had to say on his decision to pick up Cody.
Interior player, starting off at guard, and he's at Senior Bowl, plays some center, plays some guard, plays some right tackle, played left tackle there. He's played
All right,
down
10 seconds.
Did a really good job at all of them.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hot mic.
Yeah, Cody is going to be a great addition because he could play center, he could play tackle, he could play guard. He has experience in all of that. He actually played tight end in college as well. So that was something that he addressed to the media. But I thought he looked just like Ryan Jensen. If you guys don't believe me, please go look it up. He's got that long red hair, red facial hair. It kind of looks really similar to Co Keefe as well, who was another redhead on the Buccaneers. It's kind of like they had a child. It's awesome to see Cody. But he's sitting at 6'5", 302 pounds, and he's missing his front teeth. And he's been missing his front teeth since junior high school, is what he said. Wow. And he has no plans on fixing his smile anytime soon. So I think he's embracing his ethnicity.
Well, the funny thing you say that is because people are doing memes about him saying,
"Yeah, you've seen
Florida style,
yeah. Right?" Like he's gonna fit into the Florida look right away. He's actually never been to Florida either.
Never been.
Yeah, wow. He grew up on a farm, fourth generation. They have corn crops, soybeans, things of that nature. So he's been used to getting up in the wee early times of the morning to help his family on the farm with all the animals and the crops and things of that nature. So I think Cody is going to be a perfect fit. This is what he had to say about his comparison to Ryan Jensen. Yeah, I'm excited for Cody. I think he's going to be a great addition to the team. Great. We need a lot of help on that O-line.
We do. And he does have a lot of potential. Like you said, 6'6", 300 pounds, and he's only 24.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of
big dude.
Left. Yeah.
Massive dude. A 300-pounder? Like that's impressive coming from North Dakota State. So welcome, Cody, and welcome, Collage, to the Bucs. Moving on. So their third round pick, 82nd overall was Yaya Diaby, the defensive end and linebacker from Louisville at 6'3", 263 pounds, ran a 4.5 at the 40-yard dash out the combine. This guy is extremely explosive. He has a wingspan of 82 inches, and Jason Light states that his best football is in front of him. So we've seen a lot of great improvements within his collegiate career in the last 2 seasons, made a huge jump, and Jason Light is pretty excited that they're going to be able to mold him into the defensive end or linebacker that they want him to be. So, well, welcome to Yaya, which is I thought was a really interesting name as well. So for the Bucs' 4th round pick, they didn't have one. So Jason Light had to be patient as they had to wait until the 5th round to make some selection. So in the 5th round, they went ahead and picked up Servassier Dennis, a second player from the Pittsburgh Panthers. Him and Collage actually played together at the collegiate level, so they have a lot of experience. He had 7 sacks, which is the most for an inside linebacker in the FBS, and he was a big part of the blitzing game. And everybody knows Todd Bowles likes the blitz. So awesome to add some speed to that linebacker room, and he's got some great linebackers to learn from. Todd Bowles has that type of defense that Servassier is just going to fit right into. He's going to fit into the scheme. He already likes the playbook, so he is a great essential part to these draft picks. It's been awesome. So Todd Bowles, great job doing a lot of things on the defensive side of the ball. I could see, which is, I guess, expected with having a head coach that has the defense experience. So welcome, Servassier Dennis, the 5th round pick from the Pittsburgh Panthers. Moving on, we got Payne Durham, the tight end from Purdue. He illuminates a lot of his game from Rob Gronkowski, and he mentioned him a lot in his media availability, and he told us how he has a couple throwback jerseys from Rob Gronkowski as well. He's going to be a vital part to that tight end room because, I mean, we just let go of Cameron Brate, so we need some improvements in that tight end room. So I'm excited to see Payne and what he's going to accomplish with the Bucs. In the 6th round, pick number 181, we got Josh Hayes, the cornerback from Kansas State, whose uncle actually played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which was news to the media. Geno Hayes, God rest his soul, who passed away 2 years ago. He was the linebacker that was drafted by the Tampa Bay Bucs in 2008 and played till 2011. And Josh Hayes, if you look up pictures of Josh and you look up pictures of Geno, they have a lot of similarities in the face. So you can see the family resemblance between the two. And Josh Hayes is just really, really excited. Another Florida boy. He's got family. The whole dad side of the family grew up in St. Pete. So he's definitely very familiar with the area. So that is going to be a great addition to that cornerback room because, I mean, we let go of Sean Murphy-Bunting. We have Antoine Winfield Jr. that's going to need help in that cornerback area, as well as Jamel Dean. So a lot of great selections on the defensive side of the ball for the Bucs as they continue on. So next we got a Trey Palmer, the wide receiver from Nebraska. He tells Bucs Nation that he is a dog. So great to have him. He's got a lot to look forward to with that great wide receiver room for the Tampa Bay Bucs.
And not only that, Trey Palmer is fast because he won the 100-meter dash at state track. And also he's got 4 200-meter state titles.
Wow. So yeah, it's always great to have that speed at wide receiver. You got to create that separation. You got to run these great routes. He ran a 4.33 at the combine, which was really impressive. That's not easy to do. So congratulations to Trey Palmer, who is joining that wide receiver room with Mike Evans, with Chris Godwin. He's got a lot of great players to look up to. So we're going to see how that shakes out. So also in the 6th round, pick number 196, Jose Ramirez, the defensive end, who racked up 12 sacks last season in his last season in college. He is going to be also a great vital part to that defensive end room. They just keep going defense. I'm cool with it though. I'm all right with it.
But another cool thing about Jose is that he won the 2022 MAC Defense Player of the Year and 3rd Team Associated Press All-American honors.
See, this is why I can count on you, Isaiah.
He's pretty powerful. I'm excited. But you know what? We're bringing on good players. But let's see how they're going to be.
And I'm excited to see how the second round I'm excited to see how the second-year players are going to come to because, I mean, we got players like Logan Hall. I mean, we're really expecting a lot from Joe Tryon-Shoyinka as well. They're going to be coming into their second year. So I'm excited because, I mean, you're no longer a rookie. It's time for you to step up and teach these new rookie class that's coming in as well. So, yeah, man, the Bucs, I'm feeling confident in the Bucs defense. They got to make a huge bounce back after last season. I mean, losing Tom Brady was a huge deal, but was expected. We now have Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask signed as quarterbacks right now. Lamar Jackson has officially signed with the Ravens, so we could put those rumors to rest. Aaron Rodgers is officially a Jet now. We're
There you
number
go.
8. I thought that was really interesting that that's finally come to. I thought that was going to drag on throughout the whole summer, but that's official. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. So a lot to look forward to in this upcoming NFL season. There's a lot of changes coming. But when we look at the draft in a whole, I'm going to tell you, I was really surprised to see that the Indianapolis Colts went with a quarterback with their 4th overall pick in Anthony Richardson. So I think that means, a lot of changes coming to Indianapolis as well. Number 1 draft pick, of course, was Bryce Young. CJ Stroud went number 2. Will Anderson went number 3. Devon Witherspoon went to the Seattle Seahawks at number 5. They're looking to improve that defense as well. In the Arizona Cardinals, they took Paris Johnson Jr. From Ohio State. What other quarterbacks went in the first round? I think that the first running back was Jamar Gibbs from Alabama. He was the first running back off the board, which was crazy to see. So we obviously seen quarterbacks first 3 out of the 4 first picks, and Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Anthony Richardson. And yeah, I mean, the draft was very interesting. Obviously, the Bucs picked Kalaje Kensie in that number 19 spot. They went defense super heavy this draft, which is great. But when we come back, we got to talk. Do you have something to say?
No, well, you know what's even a cooler change? Truth Media.
Tell us
a little bit about that before we get going.
So Truth Media is an LLC. I'll be opening up for my radio show, podcast, website, social medias, all that put together. If you guys want to follow me on social media, please do so. I'm pretty active on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook as well. I'm actually doing a live on Instagram and Facebook right now. So if you want to put a face to the voice, travel to Instagram, Ruth the Truth with a 1 at the end, or on Facebook, Ruth, the Moment of Truth with Ruth. And I'm actually on YouTube as well. I'm starting this whole just YouTube channel. So if you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube, please travel to the Moment of Truth with Ruth.
And you won't be disappointed.
So when we come back, we got a lot of NBA playoffs to uncover. We had some interesting topics from Giannis Antetokounmpo following that Game 5 loss to the Miami Heat. Don't touch that dial. You're right here with the Moment of Truth. The ultimate price. They gave me life so we can have life. Then you'll be all right. My life was right. Woo!
Your inflection began more like a reading inflection. That's why I was like, let me.
Oh, for that last segment?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because I took so many notes. I just want to be like on point all the time.
Hey, that's what you did. That's
Right.
why I kind of scooped you up a little bit, and I was like, you know what? Let me see.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Pick me up.
That's why I was like, come on, talk about Truth Media. Talk about Truth Media. You got this.
Oh, they still got that commercial running. The Lightning commercial for the playoffs.
Oh, well, nothing we can do about it. It's above my pay grade.
Right.
So what do you want first?
We're gonna jump right
NBA.
into the Giannis Antetokounmpo soundbite.
The one that the Bucks Ferrier one. The Bucks Ferrier. Or hold on, I have the Curry Game 6 loss and the Giannis.
Yeah, we'll do Giannis first.
Giannis first. Okay.
Giannis first. You guys want to talk some NBA? We gotta talk hoops. We got a big game at 1:00. We got a Game 7. Golden State Warriors could possibly lose in Sacramento, and they could be going on to the next round, which is insane. Insane.
Your
in
last
memory.
segment's only going to be 11 minutes.
Okay. I keep my eyes on Jesus Christ. I know that he played the ultimate price.
I think
He
I
gave
found
us
the
some-
exact website you're reading off of.
Which one?
Because
I wasn't on a website. I was looking at my notes.
I was literally going down the list of Buccaneers.com/draft, and I was going down, and it was almost
Oh, you were on the Bucks website?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I was
yeah.
like,
I take a lot of my notes from there.
I'm like, this is everything that I'm listening
sure.
to.
I'm a good note taker.
Yep, that you are. But good job on that Truth Media push.
Okay.
You got to keep pushing if you want people to know.
Gotta keep pushing.
Yep. That's what's like, it's also a good change.
Made special just for you. From the streets of
Keep my eyes on Jesus Christ. I know that He paid the ultimate price.
1966.
How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. God is great.
Yep, maybe you could talk about you got baptized last week
I
too.
did.
I saw the photos.
That was awesome.
So excited. That was awesome.
I've been reborn.
With Ruth on 102.5 The Bone.
I keep my eyes on Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know that He paid them.
There we go. I'm just trying to get it so that it'll be a lot easier to cut down.
All right, I'm gonna ask you some questions on this one. Be like, what do you constitute as a failure?
Myself.
Oh, stop it,
And then
Isaiah, stop it.
And then I'll just put the music on and that's we got
He
2
said
minutes.
myself.
And that's why we might have a podcast, people, after show.
Yes, Ruth After Dark.
Yes.
Do you want to see it? Or we could just add another hour to
There
the
you go.
broadcast. Let's do it.
Especially when you get your Truth Media out.
Yes, Truth Media LLC coming soon.
All right, so Gianna's right out the door.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's
You got
talk some
this.
NBA. Let's talk some hoops. Let me see your comments. Who's going to win today? Golden State Warriors, Sacramento, 1:00 game. I keep my eyes on
Yeah.
Jesus
I saw
Christ.
you had a big smile when I began talking about Bucks. I was like, oh.
Aw.
Like, I did it. I could talk sports.
I was like, do your thing, Isaiah. Do your thing.
I was just trying to make it more conversational. For the
Yes. Appreciate you.
people. 90.
We're back in 90 seconds, y'all. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, and I've got some interesting stories for you after that shuts off.
Okay. After dark.
After the, it was after your party. It was interesting.
While you were walking home.
No, when I was at your place, waiting to be let in.
Oh, I'm so mad you didn't call me.
I had some weird people.
Like downstairs. Oh gosh. Sometimes it's like a little worrisome going outside my place.
I can understand why.
Yeah.
Especially what happened to me. I was like,
Oh, I'm interested.
What's going on?
I am interested.
Let's just say they confused me with a drug dealer.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Come on.
I had a couple of people ask me, they're like, hey man, what's stuff that?
Be like, yo, do I look like come on guys? Come on, guys.
It's so bizarre. And then I had someone else ask me for money and looking at me really weird and stuff. So
Be careful. Gotta be careful.
weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
Weird stuff. I was like, what? I was like, get me in, help.
Help.
Alrighty, get ready, guys.
All right, we're back.
15.
Let's talk some NBA. Let's do it. I keep my eyes on Jesus Christ. I know that He paid the ultimate price. He gave His life so I can have life. With Ruth. We're going to start with the audio, right? After this. Good. And it's like, oh, you're so good. He's been so good. You are so beautiful. I love this song. Holvey, beautiful. Look it up. You are so beautiful. You showed me love when all I felt was tragedy. And that's what I want to see.
You asked me the same question last year, Eddie. Okay. Do you get that?
Giannis is mad.
your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success. You know, and if you've never, I don't agree with the person. So there's always steps to it. You know, Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure. That's what you're telling me. No, I'm answering your question. Yes or no? Okay, exactly. So why answer that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful, some days you're not. Some days it's your turn, some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people is going to win. And this year,
30 seconds.
Simple as that. We're going to come back next year, try to be better, try to build good habits, try to play better, not have
20 seconds.
Play bad basketball. You know, hopefully we can win a championship. So
15.
1971 to 2021 that we didn't win a championship.
And
It was 50 years of
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hot mic.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, I love you, guy. You're the Greek freak, absolutely outstanding NBA player, but I will disagree with you with the failure conversation. That was Giannis. That was the voiceover from Giannis Antetokounmpo following the Game 5 loss to the Miami Heat. They lost in 5 games. They only won once against the Miami Heat, and that was with a beat-up Jimmy Butler with no Tyler Hero, who was out early in that series with a broken hand. They had every opportunity. I mean, as the number 1 seed in the East, okay, winning 58 games in the regular season, to be able a gentleman sweep in 5 games, losing to the Miami Heat, who had to fight for their lives in the play-in tournament. Yes, I find that a failure. That the failure to your season, the standards that the Milwaukee Bucks hold themselves to end their season in that fashion, I do consider that a failure. And when he talked about Michael Jordan, Isaiah, I thought this was hilarious. He was like, "Oh, Michael Jordan played 9 or 15 seasons in the NBA. He only won 6 championships. Does that mean that he constitutes his other 9 seasons as a failure?" Yes. Have you not watched Last Dance? I mean, the whole world was watching it during the pandemic.
But you know what? I do have to agree with Giannis, because when it comes to failure, when I did cross country in high school, I was rated one of the worst in 9th grade because I was terrible. But you know what? They gave me faith, and I began to practice as good as I can.
Yeah.
And I was rated by the end of my 12th grade year.
Look at that. See, you didn't let it get you down.
No,
you built off of it, which I'm hoping to see the Bucks build off of this as well. But I constitute personally, you guys might have a different opinion. Please comment on wherever you guys are watching. But I find that to be a failure, to lose in 5 games to the number 8 seed after you guys have been so dominant. Nobody expected Miami Heat to win that series. Everybody thought if Chris Middleton is healthy, if Holiday is ready to go, if Giannis is playing his normal statures, if Brooke Lopez is healthy, like they're going to be able to win that series probably in at least 6 games. That's what everybody was, that was the media buzz around that series. So I constitute that as a failure.
I guess we can call it trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribulations. Yes. Yep. It was just not good. Now we got to turn gears over to the Western Conference, because we got a big Game 7 today. Believe it or not, the Golden State Warriors are fighting for their lives. And this is what Steph Curry had to say after their Game 6 loss at home to the Sacramento Kings.
Ruth, after this, we're only going to have 5 minutes.
Okay.
We got a minute. Where do you want to go after this?
I'm just going to wrap it up with NBA.
You need to talk a little bit about your birthday.
Oh, yeah. Okay, last 2 minutes we'll talk about my birthday.
Okay, because you got it. People want to know about
They want to know.
Yes. I want to know how crazy Ruth really gets.
Oh, God. I got wild with my Sprite, let me tell you.
Oh, we're so ridiculous. I love it.
Oh, we have fun. We just have fun in the studio, guys.
Yeah.
How long you got?
We got 20.
We can make the necessary adjustments. And if it is an energy thing, that's something you can control and correct. So
10 seconds.
you got to embrace the challenge.
7, 6, 5. Hot mic.
That game 6 was a mess for the Golden State Warriors. They had trouble scoring in that first period. They let Sacramento, Domantas Sabonis had 2 back-to-back incredible blocks, one on Jordan Poole, who thought he could just easy layup. Nope, not today. Domantas Sabonis came to play on the defensive side of the ball. Sacramento was just locked in on the road, playing at the Chase Center. So, yeah, the Golden State Warriors had an opportunity to capitalize on them being at home, having home court advantage, and Steph Curry even played a little sloppy in the beginning. Klay Thompson had a lot of mental mistakes, got things going in the second half, but overall, they did not play well. They ended up losing 118-99 at home in an embarrassing fashion, and now they're going to have their backs against the wall against the Sacramento Kings today in Sacramento, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be a big game 7. Now, I've been chanting from the start of the series that it was going to be Golden State in 7. So I'm still holding on to that, even though they haven't played well on the road. They were able to get a win in Sacramento earlier in this series. So I got my fingers crossed. I think the Warriors have the experience. They have the veteran knowledge. They've been here before. They've played in tight positions. Steph Curry is probably going to take over. He's probably going to score like 45 points today. It's going to be insane. So let's move on to some other interesting basketball topics. Now, the Memphis Grizzlies poked the wrong bear, and LeBron James gave them that 40-point game that they were asking for, and Dylan Brooks had nothing to say, left the locker room early, didn't even want to address the media after losing in embarrassing fashion. They had their whole bench on the court, basically the whole entire fourth quarter. It was Anthony Davis didn't even have to play. LeBron James was watching his son's AAU game on the bench, just really enjoying life. And they go on to the next round. And you want to put the blame on Ja because of all the distractions that he brought during the season with his suspension and but they just don't have a leader. I think the Memphis Grizzlies don't have a leader in that locker room. And that's when you're going up against a veteran team like with LeBron James and the Lakers and Anthony Davis, who've been in that championship position before, winning in 2020, winning it all in the bubble. You just had to bring your A game. They weren't focused. The Memphis Grizzlies ended up losing that series 4-2. And the Lakers are going to be waiting on who's going to be winning the game today against the Sacramento Kings and the Warriors. I hope it's the Warriors. I think that's a great matchup. We've all seen them battle it out between LeBron James and Steph Curry in the finals and the playoffs before. So that's going to be really exciting. Another great game that we saw last night was the Denver Nuggets getting things done against the Phoenix Suns last night. So they are leading that series 1-0. And Kevin Durant had a lot of respect to put on on the Joker and Jamal Murray, who is playing outstanding. I feel like we're about to see Bubble Murray again. Now, he was hurt in the last 2 playoff series for the Denver Nuggets, but he's coming back and he's super impactful. Had a great game last night, really took over. Him and Joker are going to be able to take that team to the Western Conference Finals. I said it. I don't think Phoenix is ready. I don't think they have the experience playing with Kevin Durant yet, and they might just it's going to be a close one between them and Denver Nuggets, but it's going to be great. So, yeah, a lot of great things happening in hoops right now. We're going to have a great week of basketball and a lot to talk about next week. Make sure to hit that follow button on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Ruth the Truth. I'm also on Twitter, Ruth the Truth with 3 H's at the end. And if you guys want to follow me on Facebook too, I like to do live streams on there. It's the Moment of Truth with Ruth. Stay locked in with your girl because she just turned 30. Isaiah, thank you again for coming to my birthday dinner, man. That was special that you were there.
It was so much fun. I wanted to see how crazy Ruth gets on her birthday. Woo!
I got wild. Wild.
We had water flowing.
Yeah,
and,
sprites all around.
Woo! It was actually really fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I'm stepping into my 30s, practicing sobriety, which I think is really important for people to lock in on. I'm going a month without a drink.
Wow.
And the last time I drank
congratulations.
was only on a special occasion, and it was a couple. But yeah, I'm alcohol free, and it feels great.
Hey, sobriety and faith. That's a great
Yeah,
combination.
sobriety and faith is the way you go. I got baptized
Mhm.
last week, so I've been reborn in Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
And
you did.
yeah, I'm
I
stepping
saw
in.
the photos.
Yeah, I'm stepping into my 30s as like I'm in
Whole
my
new
I'm in
woman.
my new wineskin. If you guys know what the wineskin reference is, like biblically, it's talking about God pouring good wine into you, and I'm in my new wineskin, so I'm excited.
There you go.
Thanks so much for joining me today on the Moment of Truth on 102.5 The Bone. I will see you guys next Sunday. Have a good week. With Ruth. That was awesome.
There you go.
Ow.
That was a good way to end it.
Yeah, it was, right? I'm glad you didn't let me like forget about bringing that up.
That's why I was.
I
like,
just,
let's
when you
go.
start doing this, I'm just like, oh, I got to rap. See you guys later. Thanks for joining me.
You rap by looking at me and then keep going. I was like, no, rap.
I got to get a good picture. Oh
There
my
you go.
goodness. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Say bye to the YouTube. Bye. The best team.
Yes, we do. Very interesting team, nonetheless. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next
See you guys
week.
next week. Bye.